Welcome back, guys. So today I have for you all a Gnishak soloing Dragon 10 hard with 0 presets, which means whenever RSL Helper is actually back and running, you can set it to run overnight. You can level up food while doing Dragon. Now, if you watch my channel for a while, you know I'm not a huge fan of Dragon. I think the sets are not great from it, especially if you're doing Perception gear from the Forge. But what I do think is that during these speed boosted events, during champion training and Dragon tournaments for fusions, Dragon's an excellent place to farm. I mean, we're getting double chance at speed gear. We're getting points for the Dragon tournament, points for champion training, working towards saving food for future Archer or similar champion training tournaments. Really just a great thing for your account. And doing Dragon 10 hard, now you're getting mythical pieces as well. So this Gnishak build is something that I'm not 100% confident in just yet. I've done over 60 runs. I think I'm approaching 65 runs. And I don't want to wait another week or two until I get my correct ascensions on my pieces of gear, an extra blessing, and all this kind of stuff to really get the run where I'm comfortable. I want to share this with you guys, but I want you all to know that when you're looking at this build, that you're going to have to hit these stats most likely at minimum, or you may have to go even a little bit above these if you want a higher success rate than what I've been having. So the one thing I've noticed is that of all the runs I've done, the fails that I've had have all been at the Dragon. So what that tells me is I need to either survive a little bit longer, which an extra blessing could do so, because the Dragon would do less damage to me. I need to do a little bit more damage to the Dragon, which would be placing more poisons, which is already capped at 10. Smite will help out, because if the blessing actually lands, if I land the Brimstone on the Dragon, well, now he gets a big chunk of HP taken from him, so a higher blessing with a higher chance of placing Smite could do great. So really those are two main things. I'm not getting War Master. The damage I deal from my actual hits isn't significant. I could maybe get some bombs on him, but that's going to take away stats from HP or defense. So you can see here, the Dragon should be fine most of the times. But since it's Void Affinity, he can crit, and when he crits, it could go bad. You can see how many stuff he has up here. We have 10 debuffs. So I can't really increase the number of debuffs. I mean, I'm completely full in debuff bar. Sometimes I even fill it up to the point where I can't place Brimstone. But if the bar is not full, and the Dragon hits me, or the bar is full and the Dragon hits me, well, it's okay because he takes massive chunks of his HP from the poison debuff. You can see there, it's getting a little close. If that would have crit, it may have been over, honestly. But the success rate is at a point where I'm happy to share it. Just not 100% confident that, hey, this is the build you should do. You probably want to push it a little above and beyond. So let's go look at Gnishak's build. But first, let's check out what Hellhaze Optimizer says my success rate is so far. If I can open this up, my Gnishak build is right here. It is the one that is 245. You can see the speed. If you come over here, Dragon's Lair, 245. So 245 right there. 76,000 HP, 4,100 defense, 245 speed, 442 resistance, and then 339 accuracy. So if you come over here, you can see my Gnishak right here is currently showing a 94% win rate. Now, I did just now lose a match before doing this, and it hasn't updated yet. So my win rate's probably going to be like 94, 95% win rate was currently showing. Yesterday, I was running more like a 95, 96%. So it's going to be somewhere in that range where, to be honest, I don't love promoting it because 95%, anything less than that, I don't think it's really worth doing. But I do want to, the reason why I'm sharing this is because I believe there's players out there, there's plenty of you, who may be able to +1, +2 your Gnishak, get an extra chunk of stats from there. You can maybe empower him to 3-star or 4-star, get an extra chunk of stats from there, extra chance to land a smite, more survivability throughout your kit, maybe a revenge piece of gear to, you know, counterattack with the A1, placing some more bombs and stuff. Let's go ahead and go down here and find another Gnishak real quick. Let's see wherever this dude's at. Where's he? What's going on here? I usually find him so easily. Let's go. Number of battles, 32. Here we go. This should pull him up, I'd imagine. So here we go. Here's a Gnishak. Come down here for mine, 245, 61 runs. You can see my win rates there, 4 defeats. I literally just had a defeat, so keep that in mind. It says 93.4% success rate. I'll probably go for another 20 matches before I have another loss, honestly. That's usually what happens. But either way, that's what it's currently showing. Now, the reason I want to share this is because if you come in here, you can compare this with other builds that are doing very well. So this one is 100% success rate with 80 battles. Let's see what he has. Well, he has a whole lot of HP, 88,000 HP. We have 4,000 defense, low speed, which is great. However, I'm not able to hit those low speeds because all of my boots in Immortal or Regeneration set are not good if they are HP or defense percent. So let's see, HP or defense percent, either one is fine. Immortal, I got a pair of boots right here. It's okay, but for some reason the RSL helper is not able to get it to fit in. I could actually put speed on there if I was able to ascend it correctly, but this isn't a too bad of piece. However, I guess when it looks at my HP percentage chest plates, HP percentage gloves, I guess it doesn't have the right equipment to actually make this work. Though I'm looking at it and I'm thinking it would work. Let's see. Come over here, RTAC, HP and defense percent there. Let me equip this to just test something out. Oh, it lowers my resistance and my accuracy too much, because those numbers you do have to make sure are at a minimum, because if not, you're going to get wrecked. So let's come down here to Immortal, this. So, okay, so now, yeah, I got way less resistance. I could go Stone Skin at the bottom. I have to have 2 pieces of Stone Skin, though, if I want to make the resistance actually come into effect. Get 40 resistance from that. I only have 1 Stone Skin piece. If I was to get a Stone Skin ring, it could work. I could maybe change up my masters a little bit, but right now I'm 50 resistance low, and then I'm fine on the accuracy, but I do need some more resistance, it looks like. So if you want to change up your build, try out some of this stuff. This isn't even a huge difference, honestly. I switched these 2 pieces, and I lose stats still. So I'm still working on getting my Gnishak fully fleshed out and getting him to actually work how I want him to work, but currently, these are the pieces I have. This is what's working for me. I'm going to use this because I believe that I can tweak it a little bit. Once I get this chest plate taken up to HP or defense percent even, I think it should probably be fine. And then I should have a much more consistent run, because he only needs to survive a little bit more. Like the last run he died on, he was hit for 55k and he was like 75% HP. So I was very close to being able to survive that hit, just wasn't quite there. So once I finish the HP on all these pieces, get the HP here done, there'll be an extra 2,000 or 3,000. It'll push me to that 80,000 plus number, which is going to be kind of the goal. Actually, specifically in Dragon, I'd say 80 to 85,000 even is probably your goal. I'd say look at this person who has the 100% success rate for Gnishak and see what he has going on. So he has a revenge piece right there. I have no revenge pieces. Revenge pieces are going to be a huge help. The reaction doesn't matter, but the HP being 85,000 plus is great. Defense, 4,000. Obviously, is the number he went for. I wouldn't go above 4,200. You can see here I'm almost at 4,200, so don't go above that, but getting some defense is definitely going to help you out. However, for the dragon, he does damage based on your max HP anyways after that, when that purple bar is there. So the purple bar, big hit, is just doing a percentage of your HP no matter what. Now, with that said, I'm also considering testing some different things. I want to show you guys this build currently so you can build it during this current champion training fusion event. But something to consider is, since my Gnishak is faster, he's 45 speed faster, I'm actually debating on going back to the defense tree. This mastery right here reduces the damage you receive from AoE attacks. Most of the dragon stuff is AoE, and it does make you receive less damage from the dragon's big breath. So this may actually survive, keep me alive through all the dragon's hits. Now that's 5%, and this is 8% from crits. This is probably safer considering all the dragon stuff is AoE anyways, so you're going to survive a little bit better. However, you do lose out some of the speed over there. So it's really whichever one you want to go. I may switch back and test, but I don't really want to do another 100 runs before doing that, and it may not even work. So I'm going to share this with you guys, share my build, share this build, and then obviously if you have access to the optimizer, shout out to the Hell Hades team. This is an incredible resource. But if you have access to this, you can see what Gnishaks have what success level. So this one, like I said, is mine. Looking pretty sketchy right now, to be honest, 93.4. But I could run it probably 5 or 10 more times, and it's going to be successful every single one. Previously, it had failed at 21. It had failed at 14. And I think again at 21. So just recently it failed after like 8 or so runs. So unfortunately, just before starting the video, I had one more loss to put onto my record, but I feel comfortable enough that it's not going to be failing a lot on you. You guys have something to go off of. You have something to build off of. This Gnishak is something that I've been working towards for a while now. I'm going to be using this in Dragon. It's the best solo farmer that I know of for 10 hard. Actually, I think the only solo farm champion that I know of for 10 hard. There's probably plenty more, but he's incredible. AoE decrease attack, AoE poisons, all that kind of stuff. As a matter of fact, I've heard people say that he can solo Ice Golem as well. Not 10 hard though. I tried 10 hard and it doesn't work. We may try that in just a moment. But either way, come in here, check out these Gnishaks. You can see some pretty good breakdowns of some pretty solid champs. Let's see if I apply a filter here. See any Gnishaks with lower battles. So success rate, sort from, win rate. That's the most important thing to me. 96 looks like about the average. That could be me, though. That could just be my champions, honestly. This may possibly be mine. I'd fill up a lot of the Hell Hades stuff. Whenever I come in here and start testing champions, I have small tweaks in my gear. And this is not mine. 90k HP, 4200. That's a really good build, though, it looks like. So this one is 96% with a really good build. What's the difference here? So this one has these masters. It's the same person, I think. Let's see. So 88,000 HP, 4,000 defense, 207 speed. Resistance is not where it should be. It should be 435. Accuracy needs to be 335, I believe. You can come over here to the team optimizer and see that real quick, because this is very important. You need 345 accuracy to place debuffs through his resistance, and you need 435 resistance to resist those poisons and all the debuffs from the dragon. So definitely make sure you're doing that. If you're not hitting those numbers, you're not going to be very successful. So we get to the dragon. Let's see how this plays out. Extra turn. It's so much extra healing. And by the way, I have tried Miracle Heal and Emergency Heal. Whatever one heals you from the Blood Shield Ring, which is why I have a Blood Shield Ring on him, and it doesn't do enough. And so getting through the dragon is very important. And I think the Brimstone just makes it a little bit more successful. I was successful with the Emergency Heal, but I've been more successful with the Brimstone actually landing, getting that off, and actually being able to move through the boss quicker. So something to keep in mind. You can definitely try on both. Maybe one works better for you. Maybe your build can be adjusted slightly. But I do believe if I get Gnishak up to the next blessing level, it's going to be a big difference, because then I get an extra 600 defense, which is pretty significant. And at 4-star, I get an extra 1,000 HP, but the 30% chance of placing Smite should be a big enough boost that he becomes much safer, in my opinion. I mean, the extra defense is huge. Did I say 600 defense? Is that what that is? Or 300? 600 defense. Wow. 600 extra defense is actually crazy, because that is more than, that's like as much as a chest plate gives me, right? Let's see that. A full 16 chest plate doesn't even give me that. It is crazy how much blessings give you. All right, so I tried to go over and do Ice Golem, and it worked on stage 7, but it would have been like a 4 to 5 minute run, because the bombs don't do that much damage. I don't have them built for attack, so it was going to be very, very slow. But with that said, if you're interested in building this Gnishak, these are my stats for dragon specifically. Best of luck. I think it's an excellent champion to build for dragon farming. Remember that these stats are not like a max or even close to it. These are more like the minimums. So you're going to want 80,000 plus HP, 4,000 plus defense. Speed can be a lot lower, but if you do, you got to make sure you have the masteries to boost your speed. For resistance, you're going to want at least 435. For accuracy, you're going to want at least 320, I do believe it is. Let's go back and see real quick. Dragon hard 10, you're going to want 435, 345 accuracy, 435 resistance. That's what's needed. Obviously, you need the numbers to beat his resistance and accuracy numbers. So here are my masteries. I'll show you guys what I have here. I got some extra HP. I got some extra healing. I got some boost from Lore of Steel. I got some debuff extensions. And then I got some extra speed over here, which honestly, I'm debating on switching this over to this column and seeing how it goes. But I don't want to keep swapping stuff back and forth and testing, because I did have defense before and there were still some fails. So I probably will actually swap it over, because I don't need this extra speed. 18 extra speed. This other person was using a slower build than me and was doing fine. So I think it makes the most sense if I go in this defense column, pick up extra defense, pick up the extra healing, as well as this one right here. So if I do that, I won't be able to get this blessing or this mastery over there. If I got the healing plus the damage reduction, but the damage reduction is the most important. So I'll just go damage reduction, and then I'll probably go this, and then I'll go the retribution for the counterattacks on the dragon, because I do get chance to counterattack. So I'll probably just go the defense tree. I got plenty of speed. That's obviously depending on your build. Maybe your build, you're able to go with lower speed and then higher defensive stats, and you can pick up the speed mastery from there. But since I'm already filling this in basically from what the other player had comparatively, I'll probably just go this. And if I can get this Gnishak to be 98% plus success rate, I will do a video again on it, updating you guys. But for now, I want to provide this for you all in case you want to build your Gnishak and test them out. This is my build. This is what I've been running 60 plus runs with, and still got some room to grow. But overall, I've tested it, and it's pretty successful. So guys, best of luck in actually building your Gnishak. Awesome champion. Incredible he can solo this. Also, remember, he can do bomb roll as well. So just put some attack on him in the future, and he's going to be good to go. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.